So, hello, beautiful people. Future me, welcome to. Oh, this will be 760. 60, like so. Right, right. 3 minutes of typing exercise, and then we will be continuing in reading through Angular documentation. And I was thinking, I don't know. Because you should, like everyone should, to like do some project, right, with the things they have learned. I don't know. Well, I kind of did implement that, right, in this project, so that's good, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, let's start. — 747. Okay. So that concludes this, and we will go into the Angular. So I did answer all the hooks questions, which is good. Now, yeah, the root module and so on, but maybe I can continue. Oh fuck, can continue in this. This was understanding Angular, right? Understanding Angular, and we were going through compiler components. So components, we did this. So I'll just continue in that. That was component lifecycle, right? Yep. This took a huge amount of time. Oh, it's okay. Can I make them smaller? The scroll bars. Probably not in this magnification. Ah, never mind. So we did finish this, but this one has a like really better scroll wheel, but otherwise. And also, it's supposed to be like portable thingy, but it doesn't have a trapdoor for the receiver, right? Here is for the other one that does go. You know, you put the dongle in, that's it. That makes it more like travel friendly. This one doesn't have it. Well, you can connect via Bluetooth, but still. On the other hand, I don't put that dongle in anyways. I keep it on my like dongle, the USB hub dongle. Back to the topic. And the topic is... Oh wow, there's some viewers still, really? I'll probably bot. So the components lifecycle. We completed on defining custom change detection. Yeah, that's what he did. And you do check. Detect component changes. Why would we do that? When the ng on changes won't catch them. Oh yeah, that's where the nested properties might be changed. Yeah. Okay, cool. So next thing is this guy. View encapsulation. So what is it? So we have just few chapters. There's a heading, inspecting, generated, and mixing encapsulator models and examples. Okay. Components CSS styles are encapsulated. And don't affect the rest of the application. Yeah, sure. So this means that if we have a look, hold on, something did happened. Fuck me. Let's pretend I didn't see that. That means here in the project structure, you see we have the CSS file over here. And that one affects only the thing in here. So if I have a look in here, probably in the HTML, so we have a P. Okay, so we will change this color to yellow, I guess. So currently the application looks like this, right? And or I will just set up the body background thingy. Yellow. Oh, let's see. So to the CSS, and we say body background color yellow. Okay. Reload. Let's do shit. Does it do anything, for the fuck's sake? Okay, so this works. This doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't like it. Oh yeah, and this is this. Oh, this is the CS. Yeah, it's the typical CSS, but what is this? Expect. It is a label, and I have some diffs, so we'll change this to a diff. And in the template, this will be div2. Okay, so now we have this, and if we have a look into, okay, Anguilla. This is the hook trigger component, right? And it doesn't affect the rest of it. This is a diff, right? And we can see it comes from it takes this color, and this is a diff too. No, it's not, for fuck's sake. It is. It is. It doesn't have that thing. Doesn't have the color. Anyway, so that's basically what they meant in there. Anyway, yeah. Now, so that's what they mean. To control how the encapsulation happens on a per component basis, you can set the view encapsulation modes in the component metadata. Okay. Shadow DOM Vuex uses the browser native Shadow DOM implementation. What the fuck is the Shadow DOM? Okay, so it's about separating the styles and the code. Markup structure, style, and behavior even separate from other codes on the page. How Edge is based on Chromium too, huh? The alt Edge didn't. Sure, this is the structure. It's like the tree. Okay. Shadow host, shadow tree, shadow boundary, that will be this. Shadow root is this, of course. Okay, so the inside of this cannot affect anything outside, okay? Okay, maybe. Maybe okay, so I know there's something like that, but I will not go into the depth of it. So Shadow DOM uses browser emulated that it renames shit. and none does no view encapsulation as to the global styles. Okay, so basically this thing, if you go here, so it's ng content, so this looks like it changes the it creates the style and adds it to maybe the global CSS file. Sources. Here it could be. So styles. Or your style CSS, and maybe we can find there the thing we were looking for. It's not here. Here's different one. Hook triggers, blah blah blah. And here's the color. Okay. So it seems like it doesn't like put it like everything in the global thing, the emulated, nor this. So it's probably this guy. Set the component's encapsulation mode, use the encapsulation property in the component metadata. So you put this here and view encapsulation that type. Emulated non-shadow DOM, and here is example, right? Yes, here it is. Okay. So far I have no idea why I would like to do that. The opportunity to do so is here. Like, what I would like to see is like the explanation why they, and by they I mean the creators of Angular had the need to do such a thing, you know? But yeah, here is how it is said that we did had a look at it. So we can set it up somehow. And that's the encapsulation of the styles, right? That's all about inspecting generated CSS. When using emulated view cancellation, Angular pre-processes all component styles so that it approximates the standard shadow CSS scope indoors. Yeah, that might be actually it. I do inspect, it's like ng content, blah blah blah. It's like ng content, ppm. It's probably the emulated thing. ng host and ng content. This is ng go content. Do we see ng host somewhere? Here is ng host. That's C6 64 46 C46 and the corner. I would suspect that there would be somewhere the ng host for each ng content. Maybe it's here. Oh, also, I'm using the dark reader shit right now here, right? So maybe if I reload it without it. Dun, dun. Okay, no, I don't have it here. Here it is, ng content. It's looking for ng host. And here it is specified. It's still here. Okay. Dark reader invert, huh? What does it do? Oh, there's a filter. Invert 100% hue, rotate 180, and contrast 75. And then it says it's important, so it will not be overwritten. Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't know there's like the CSS filter. That's what's happening here, right? Anyway. That would be Shadow DOM host in native encapsulation has generated ng host with components view as ng content. Exact values. So I'm going to generate that. which are in the head section of the DOM, yeah. We did see, right? Here in the head, it's dot child and it's ng content. Avoid mixing components, use different view encapsulation. View encapsulation emulated are added to the head of the document, making them available throughout the application, but are scoped so they only affect elements within the component's template. With none are added to the head of the document, making them available through the application, and are not scoped so they can affect any element in application. So scoped would be this thing. Shadow DOM are only added to the Shadow DOM host, ensuring that they only affect elements within the component template. Okay, so this one does something. All the styles. For the emulated and none are also added to the Shadow DOM host for each. Can I view the Shadow DOM host somehow? Something which we use in the work, some kind of store, but I don't know what it is, for the fuck's sake. The result is the styling for components with view encapsulation. None will affect matching elements within them. Ah, okay. So that's the whole takeaway, I guess. Examples. Here is the example which we did look at, and a live example might be more interesting. Here it starts with the app root. It will be this guy. Okay, here is the setting up of the type of the encapsulation. And here are the styles. This is emulated. Yeah, here is how you do no encapsulation. Yeah, that's what I looked at. Here, important stuff. Here is the encapsulation, really. This could be specified otherwise. What they are writing in here. Yeah, I probably don't need this. I think, okay, so I know this exists, and we will proceed. So this is the component view encapsulation, component interaction. Contains recipes for common component communication scenarios in which two or more components share information. Pass data from parent to child with input binding. Okay, so this we already kind of saw. So here is the input, hero, and have just master. Alias is the child component property. Master name as master, which means, yeah. Oh, hold on. Which one is the? This is the parent. This is the parent, and inside of the template we have up hero child, and we bind those, and we bind what's hero. So we find hero, I guess. And hero is what? Hero is hero, and master is master name. Doesn't do, it doesn't have anything. its hero name says Amadeus Service, and master name is empty. How come? Okay, so what is the? Oh, it's called It's master value. So we put in the master in here. This is how it will be called in here, but it says like take it from here, put it in there. Okay. So I didn't know that you can put in the aliases. But other than that, we are good. And here's a test for it, huh? End-to-end space. So here we have blah 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 something. It should pass properties to children properly. Why is it async? Why is it async? For promises. Battery low. No worries. I almost don't want to ban you. Dear bot. Uh, here we go. Anyway, so here's the thingy. Oh man, by tag this. Child's title. Heroes get I async. Here's oh wait. Oh yeah. If I ever need to use the await, I had to use the async in front of it. Also forgot about that. Okay. This concludes this session.